Dan? Yeah.
One day we're
Well,
gonna nail this intro.
yes, we
Um,
will.
and we are Code Along Blog. We've been working on a Angular app. It's a shared calendar app. We made some good progress so far. I believe the last thing that we did is add the ability to edit events.
Yep.
So if you look at this calendar, we got a couple events here. I can change the name or whatever, and I can change the time, and then that should all get saved right there, like so. So now what we're gonna do, we've got a couple things on our agenda for today. But first of all, or the first thing that we want to tackle is we have a component that we don't really like the name of. Um,
Well, it's not just a component. It's
well,
really like
it's the whole,
everything.
yeah, I
Like,
guess. So we called it a shindig. It's basically an event, but we thought the word event was so generic it might be confusing. Um, but
yeah, 'cause I think we started off with event, and then something happened, and we decided to rename it to Shindig.
yeah. But upon retrospect, I think we want to go back to event just because shindig is, I don't know. It
Really
leaves
weird.
a yeah, it leaves a bad taste in the mouth.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go ahead and rename our shindig. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a global search and replace and hope I don't break everything. So I'm doing it in case sensitive mode. I'm gonna look for capital shindig, and I'm just gonna go ahead and rename it to event and see how that goes.
All right.
Here we go. Boom.
I bet this will work first time.
Yeah, it might.
Yeah.
All right. You were probably being sarcastic, but I am not. I'm gonna look
Yeah.
all lowercase.
I was being sarcastic, but hey.
I figured. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and replace that with event. And since shindig is one word, that should be it. So now we're gonna have to rename files.
Yep.
So shindig service here is going to be oopsies, event service.
I'm surprised you can't do like a multiple file name replace type deal.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so here's where it gets confusing. I'm pretty sure event is a click event handler.
Okay.
Oh, okay. You know what? Now I'm backtracking again because we do have two classes called event. Shit.
Right. Um. Yeah, that's not going to work, will it?
No. If I just undo, if I just massively
I
undo, will that work?
think so. Should we call it like
I don't think that undid far enough. Oh, did it? Maybe it did actually. Let me change this back to shindig service.
should we call it like maybe it's kind of lame, but we could call it like my event or I mean calendar event. I think is too verbose.
Yeah. Maybe we just say C event. Yeah,
C
I don't know.
event.
I don't really like having variable names or class names that aren't like words,
Okay.
but
So my event is off the table.
my event is okay. It sounds a little too hello worldy, but it's not
Yeah.
awful.
Yeah. And it might get confusing too, like when you're dealing with other people's events.
Oh yeah. You have to look at, Bob's my event or whatever. Yeah, right.
Right.
Um
Why is this so hard?
I don't know.
I
Let me
wonder.
go ahead and close this and reopen it. I think
Yeah.
Teams does a bad job of like rebuilding things when you do big changes like that.
Teams.
Yeah. Or not Teams, I'm sorry, VS Code.
Oh, right.
Okay.
All right. I wonder if there a way that we could like rename or namespace the generic event?
Oh, we
Because I'd rather try to namespace it. I just don't know what that namespace would be.
I'm not sure.
So what, when we reference event, are we importing anything, or is that just part of what you get?
No, we don't import anything.
Okay.
You know, I kind of like calendar event. It's not that verbose.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go with that until we decide otherwise, I guess.
Okay. Let me see. All right. Is there an easy way to revert like a bunch of files?
Then you can just do a git reset. So it's git reset dash dash hard.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and rename shindig to calendar event,
Okay.
and I'm gonna do it case sensitive. Here we go. Yes. And then I'm gonna replace lowercase shindig. Now this is where it gets a little tricky.
Just call it calendar event.
Well, I guess there's gonna be like some imports, and like the imports, instead of being like
Oh
calendar dot
yeah.
event, they're gonna be calendar capital event. But I feel
Yeah.
like there's way less imports than like
Yeah.
usages. So
Okay.
um,
Works for me.
okay, okay. So there's gonna be a bunch of broken files, which is fine. So this is calendar dot event service. Okay. Calendar event service. This guy.
And what should we do with the API path?
The API
Is
path.
the yeah,
Um,
just a
just do
mixed
like
case.
slash API slash calendar. Yeah, it's mixed case.
Okay.
Oopsies. Oh, I should have searched for this. Well, I guess.
Yeah, you still can.
Yeah, but it's not just the service. Oh, I guess that is the only file that has the name in it, which is a little
Mhm.
weird. Did I only open client? No, your server. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So these all
Ooh,
have
got
to
to
be
rename that
renamed.
folder.
Yeah. Calendar events controller.
I think that's right. Yeah, because we wanted to go plural with the controller to match the path name.
Right.
What about the folder name on line 4?
Oh, thank you.
Yep. Actually, I'm sorry. Could you go back to the route?
Yes. 1 second.
Yeah. So the route is actually, where do we
It's
import
in
this route?
server.
Okay. Where is it?
Calendar events.
Okay, great.
Okay. Okay. So VS Code is, I don't think it's actually broken, but I think I have to close it and reopen it.
Sure. So do you want to rename your Mongo collection?
Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, already done. Boom.
I mean, like your actual collection right now, so we don't lose
Oh,
any data.
yeah, sure.
I don't know if that's possible.
Calendar. It's in calendar. I think we're good.
Oh,
Oh
it is
no, we're
part of
not. Hold
calendar?
on, I lied.
Okay.
I don't know if I can. Maybe I can.
Okay. I guess, well, yeah, probably not the end of the world.
Yeah.
Um,
Um,
so it looks like there is like db.collection.rename collection.
oh, is there? Okay.
So
Maybe I can do it from here as well. Collection. Nope. Export to language. Okay. So you're saying, where can I even
So it'd
execute
be
it?
oh yeah, where would you execute?
Is it
Can
this?
you?
This looks like a filter, but
It does. So it'd be like db.shindigs dot rename collection,
and
and
then
then
is that like
it's a function call and it takes one string, yeah, which
okay.
is the new name. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I'm executing a query here.
Yeah. What if you click the plus on the top there near the tabs? You see like calendars, shindigs, documents. It's like in the middle of the screen. Up
Oh, this.
tabs. Yep.
Okay.
Is this anything?
I don't know. When it unfreezes, I'll let you know. Oh, is it
What?
explained?
Yeah.
Oh,
How do
yeah.
you execute something? When are you gonna install Robo3T?
I don't know. I could do it now, I suppose, but
Yeah, I think I'm gonna ask that every stream.
all right.
No, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I mean, it's at this point, it's quicker just to delete the collection and recreate the data.
What was the last thing we wanted to do? Oh, delete already has its own thing. Okay. Um,
All right. So, do you
so
think this is
I think
actually
we're
ready to
renamed. Yeah,
try?
I think so.
Okay.
Um, oh, I probably have to restart my server too, huh?
Probably. We should create that dev script.
Yeah. Do we have a card for that?
I think so. Yeah, it's at the
Uh,
bottom of it's first or second. Yeah,
okay.
that should be pretty easy because we just need concurrently, and I think we already have nodemon running, right?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. We are somehow. Oh,
We store the session
we
or
do,
the
but does it
username.
like recreate it
Recreate what?
in the database?
Yeah, it will. Like once you start accessing it, it'll create it.
Okay.
So it might have created it because it probably did a fetch, and but maybe not. I would just try adding a new event and see how that goes.
Is there a way I can refresh
Oh
calendar?
yeah, I see. Yep, yep. You saw exactly where I was pointing.
What?
You saw exactly where I was pointing on my screen.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh. So users didn't go away, but shindigs went away, which makes
Right.
sense. Okay,
Yeah.
so we didn't lose the user. For some reason, I thought we were going to lose our user. But okay, so
Okay.
if I make a new event,
Yeah.
um, let's just do it from 12 to 12,
Sure.
and it's there. Nice. Calendar events in
Cool.
lowercase.
All right.
Okay, whatever. Okay, so that is done.
Cool.
Whoop. All right. Shall we delete an event?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So let's just make the controller method first.
Okay.
Okay. So let's add the route. Okay. So when they come in to slash ID, if they make a delete request to slash ID, we delete that ID.
Yep.
All right. So
Is
that's
it just as simple as find and remove?
yeah. I'm
Okay.
actually just going to take this one because this is more similar to what we want.
Now, I think I saw like a find by ID and remove. So
Oh,
what's
yeah,
the
you're right.
difference?
Good question. Find and modify remove command by document ID. Find one and delete by ID.
Hmm.
Okay. Find one and remove takes a query, I believe. And then find and delete just takes an ID.
Okay.
I think they're equivalent, essentially.
Hmm. All right. Yeah, I think
Okay.
we could use either.
All right. So then let's plug it in up here.
Uh, 53. I don't think we want that.
Oh. Uh, you don't think we want to send back the thing we deleted?
Nope, because we don't care about it anymore.
Okay. Send back a 204.
Yep. So we don't need to
We still have
store
to
the calendar event.
send.
Yes. I think it's send or end.
I
I
think.
think you just want to do end.
Okay. I think they both work, but I'm not positive.
Oh. Oh, yeah, that's true. So what happens if, although it probably doesn't matter. I was going to say, what happens if find by ID and delete fails because it doesn't exist?
It,
Is it going to throw an
oh
error?
no. Well, it should. It should. If it doesn't exist, I think that's fine.
Okay.
Like if you issue the same delete command twice, whatever.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So in our this guy, actually the add event dialog. This is the add edit page, right? We just want to add a delete button, probably.
Sure. Mm-hmm.
Uh,
What if we could make that red?
yeah.
And should we add a confirm?
We good.
Okay. For now, let's
Oh, we did. Okay. So this won't actually delete it, or should it? Because the
I
calendar component handles the updating and all that stuff.
right. So that's really like the controller.
Yeah. I don't know
I'm
how I
fine
feel
with.
about that. I feel like maybe actually the add event dialog can handle its own edits and stuff, edits and deletes.
Think so.
Yeah, we could pass the calendar event in. It's already passed in,
Hmm.
and then instead of having like a listener for the close event and all that stuff, we could just save just does the save and then closes.
Okay. Yeah, let's try it.
Okay. Okay, so we need a reference to oopsies. Whatever the service is, calendar event service. We don't need, we do need all this stuff. Okay. Why did we make user service public? We didn't need to,
Were we
right?
using it in the template?
I doubt it. No. Okay, I'm gonna make it private.
Hmm.
And dialog ref?
Yeah, that should be private.
And data we're using out here, right?
We
We're not.
used to.
Okay,
So make that private then.
okay. And we have to make the delete. And then this is, what did we even do from here? Just call update. Is it not from calendar component?
It should be. Yeah, it's right there. 88. Right?
Oh, my search didn't find it? Calendar.
Calendar. Yeah, we found it. Why does it only find one though?
Yeah.
Calendar event service.
Like I was up here and I searched this and it found. Oh, I'm searching within my paragraph? Okay. Okay, all right. That's weird. Okay.
That's a feature I have never used before.
Oh, really? It's
Yeah.
it's something that I used to do in, I want to say, clips all the time, where if you selected a block and then searched, it
Mhm.
would automatically search within. Oh, it does it. It automatically searches within that block. So
Okay.
it's like super super handy for if you copy like a huge block of tests and you're like renaming one thing to another thing, you
Hmm.
copy the block, you select the whole thing, and then do your rename, and you don't have to
Hmm.
like, you know, figure out where to
Yeah.
stop renaming. Super handy.
Gotcha. Cool.
Um, okay, so all we're calling is actually probably just want
I don't.
all of
I think we just need
this,
the.
but we don't need to. Um,
I think we just wanted what was in the subscribe. So 87
actually, what we
to
want to do is
91.
this, right?
Okay.
So whatever happens when we close the
Yes.
dialog, we refetch all the events.
Yep. That makes sense.
Okay, so do we know if we know in here if we're saving, if we're editing or creating, right?
We do.
So we need to either
It's
edit
based
or
on 26.
okay. So I'm gonna take this out here, do this. 26 if calendar. Oh, okay. Okay. So this is super ugly right now. If we have an ID, that means we're editing, else we're creating. So this is create. And what are we saving? This
Should
calendar event.
we should we maybe like pull the function call out into like an observable?
Which
Because
function call?
the so basically you can put this calendar event service.create into an observable
Hmm.
because the create and update is going to be the same thing. The
Oh, I
subscribe, right?
see. Yeah, we could.
It's a minor cleanup, I guess.
Okay, let me put this in here, and then we'll do that.
Sure.
Okay. So you're saying whatever.
And we need to put that dialog ref closed inside the subscribe.
Right.
Okay.
Ah, something like that.
Yep.
Okay.
And we probably don't need to pass back the calendar event anymore, right?
Right.
Okay. Cool.
Right. So that looks pretty good. Delete is going to just be delete.
Yeah.
So, oh, let me make that real quick. Um, it looks like update. And then instead of this guy, it's just that, right?
Yep. Actually, there's no generic. I think it's called a generic. I forget what it's called in
On here
TypeScript.
because there's no.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And the return, it's observable
Void.
void, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
You
wait.
still need to return it. So, do you need to pass in
Delete
void?
returns an observable. I think it's just an any actually.
Okay.
Because just because our API doesn't return anything, that doesn't mean HTTP client.delete doesn't return anything.
Okay.
And actually,
I don't think it would return anything because we're returning empty from the API.
Okay, we'll see.
Yeah.
I
I mean,
want to
any
say
is
the
fine.
HTTP spec might say that when you delete, you return the thing that you deleted, but I'm not positive.
Okay.
Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, ultimately, it doesn't matter. Like, we could do whatever we want.
Mhm.
But yeah, if you want to stay true to the rest, or what's the, how do you pronounce it? It's like the Helios. Have you heard of that?
No.
So I think what we think of as rest is actually Helios.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So rest is, I think rest is really just a way to structure your URLs, maybe.
I
I forget.
I thought there was
Like
more
I,
to it than that. I thought it was like a whole,
yeah.
because it also not just structuring your URLs. It also dictates like what your responses should look like and like all your error conditions and stuff.
Okay, I thought that was more the Helios
Oh,
stuff.
maybe I guess.
Yeah,
I don't know anything about that, but
yeah. I only briefly touched on it and I got bored. So, I mean,
Oops.
yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. So after we delete, we close the thing as well.
Yep.
Kind of arbitrarily, I made delete also take the entire calendar event. We could just make it take an ID. Do you have any feelings on that?
I'm fine with calendar event because it's,
So it's consistent.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, cool. So theoretically, that should just work. We should be good, right?
Yep.
So we've got a sweet event over here. I'm gonna delete it. Awesome. It did not
It,
delete.
yeah. Or maybe it did and it just didn't
It's
refresh.
possible, yeah. Our calendar component. Oh, wait, no. So it should have done it after close. Oh, we don't need this anymore.
Yeah.
It should fetch events again. I bet you it didn't. Actually, let's look at the server.
Mhm.
There's no server log output. Excellent. Let's look at this server.
Yeah.
No server log output. Awesome.
Do you want to refresh the screen on the web
Sure.
browser?
Yeah. It
Okay,
is
so it
still
is
there.
there.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, I have to restart the server after changing it. I forgot there's no watcher on the server.
Yeah, we should really fix that.
Yep.
That's going to be easy to do.
Okay. Um, okay.
Should, yeah, Dwayne.
Yep. Wow, that's illegible. Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Let's try that again. So I'm gonna refresh, edit my event, delete it. Boom, it's gone. Nice.
Nice.
So you mentioned something about a confirmation.
Yeah, should we look at maybe making delete red first?
Yeah, sure.
Um, yeah, the confirmation, I worry because it's a modal on top of a modal. That can get a little,
It doesn't have to be a modal. We could do like like the delete button disappears and then it is overlaid with like a cancel and then a confirm or something like that. That kind of deal.
yeah, that's true. Okay.
Okay, so Matt, material button colors theming.
Oh, okay.
Examples?
So you could set a color property
Uh-huh.
on it. So yeah, look at the source for those examples.
Oh yeah, I always forget.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
color equals worn. All right. Beautiful.
It's kind of weird. That's not exactly what I was thinking.
You want it like a button?
Yeah.
So a raised button. So that is a
Okay.
raised button. Mat raised
So,
button.
okay.
For all of them or just this one?
I think for save and delete,
The white is really hard to see. It
we can make
basically
that
looks
color
like, yeah.
color primary. I don't know.
Okay. Raised color equals primary.
Do you think the close button should be a raised button too, or doesn't matter?
Um,
Because there's like this I guess theory
uh-huh.
that for like non-actions it should be a link instead of a button
Okay.
because
So
otherwise it can kind of get lost. I guess.
so this would be like a cancel, which would be like a non-action. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could still call it close, but it wouldn't look like a button, so
I
it
see.
wouldn't blend with the rest.
Okay. I think that's fine. Let's scoot this over, the delete button.
Okay. Sure.
Is there like some material way to do it, or should I just position absolute it?
I think you can just do a float right. Oh, is it float right? Yeah. Do
I always thought float was
CSS.
like frowned upon for positioning of things.
Okay. So do you want to do a flex layout
We
or how? Okay. How are you thinking of doing it?
just position absolute, right? 5.
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's fine.
If we do a flex box, that'd be okay too. But how do we say like these two things go to the left and this thing goes to the right?
Right. So that would take some investigation.
Okay. Or what we could do is we could have save on the far right, delete on the far left, and cancel in the middle. And then spaced between, like evenly spaced between. That could be good. Maybe.
It seems bizarre. Like I've never seen any dialogues like that.
This will be the
But
first. This is
all right.
innovation here. All
Okay.
right.
Let's do it.
Okay, let's see if we can figure out how.
Yeah.
So I'm doing it on Met Dialog Actions. I'm not going to make a class because lazy.
Sure.
Oh, that's weird. Okay, so flex, and then Met. Oh wait, and then flex.
There should be a super easy way of doing this.
Flex flow.
So I think what is it?
I always forget.
I think each of the buttons are going to have a flex 1.
Okay. Justify content. Hold on.
And let's see.
Space between.
Is it space between?
Maybe.
Here's stretch.
Let me see what this looks like actually. I think that's. Oh, that's not quite it. Okay, let me put the buttons in the right places. So that.
Wow.
I think that's basically it.
Yeah.
Let me throw a box around here just to see.
Sure. That went faster than I expected.
Okay, I think that's right.
Yeah, I mean it seems fine.
Okay, cool. Let's just leave the box. It looks so good.
Yeah. There you go.
Okay. All right, so we got our delete button. Boo.
Cool.
Do we want a confirmation?
I think we'll have to have one eventually because like my mouse is so sensitive and my finger for whatever reason it likes to like rest every now and then and it just clicks.
Okay.
So if I'm like hovering over the delete, then I might accidentally delete something.
All right, so we don't want a modal on a modal, right? Because that's gross.
Right. That's a UI UX no.
Mm-hmm. What about this? When you hit delete, all the buttons disappear and they're replaced with cancel where delete was, and on the far right, confirm.
Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do this.
And the style should work for this too.
Yeah.
Hmm.
For now, I'm going to play with having cancel not be a button, I guess. We'll see how that looks.
Okay.
And then delete event. So
I think the
I'm gonna.
confirm should be red.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I agree. Okay. Initiate and delete. This dot. What did I call it? Confirming delete.
Yeah.
Okay. And then.
Cancel delete.
Yeah. Okay. So delete. Oopsies. This. Cancel is going to call cancel delete. And then confirm is actually delete event.
Yep.
And then this is initiate delete.
Yeah.
And then confirm is a capital C, and the color is worn.
Yep.
Okay, that should be it. Ain't no thing. Delete.
Whoa.
Well, that was not it.
No.
Oh, wait. Initiate delete. Oopsies. It's true.
So that should do it.
I feel like it thought I was like submitting. Is it because it's inside of a mat dialog action that like when you click on one, it like closes everything?
Oh, actually, go back to the dialogue action. Yeah, right there, 21. You see Matt dialogue close.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I think we want to get rid of all of those.
Except for cancel and save.
Well, do we? Yeah, I guess you're right. Although I think save already
So this
hides
one we
it.
want to get rid of though. The cancel delete.
Right. I think save, both save and confirm, doesn't it? Don't they close the dialogue already, like in the code?
They do. You're right.
Yeah, so
Maybe
we
they
don't
don't
need
have to.
those.
No, they don't. You know what they do is. Oh, they do. You're right.
Yeah, so we definitely don't want those because otherwise it might refresh
Okay.
and fetch the events before.
Right.
I think we still need it on the cancel.
Oh, yes, thank you.
Okay, so
Okay.
I think that should be good.
Okay. Let's just sanity check here.
Sure.
All right. Delete. Oh, we have to.
Mm. Oh yeah. Whoops.
All right. Delete. Cancel. Delete. Cancel.
Cool.
Confirm.
I like it.
Nice.
Good job.
Beautiful. Okay. There's a
All
bit
right.
of a flicker. This is today, right? It's 17th? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a bit of a flicker. When did that happen? When I added an event. Why does that happen? Did you see that?
Well, that was weird. Yeah. So when? Oh, that's really weird.
And then it comes back right away.
Yeah. And that happened when you change the date or the time.
Yeah.
I like the label.
Thank you. All right. Created a defect.
All right.
Red is dupe. We're not using red though, really.
Yeah, you can change it. I think I threw that in there when I thought there was a duplicate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Nice. We made some good progress so far.
Yeah, no, we did. This is great.
Okay. What do we want to tackle next? So we finished delete
So
event. Oopsies. Shit.
we got about 20 minutes left.
Yeah.
So do you want to start working on the span multiple days?
Okay. Yeah, let's start
So
thinking
I
about it
think
at least.
I think maybe we should push our changes first, and
Okay.
then
Sure.
yeah,
Let me just make a new window here. Oopsies.
yeah, because that way we can actually get what we have out there for anyone watching, and then we don't like push half baked code.
Right. All right. It is out there. Got the rename of Shindig, and we added the delete event capability.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool.
All right, so if we want to have events span multiple days, that means this dialog needs to change. The way that time tree does it, which I kind of like, is it's basically the same thing, but over here is the day. It's like a, let me see, it's like a scrolly thing for the day. So that's an
Okay.
option. Let me just take a look real quick.
You said time tree.
Yeah, that's what I use on my phone for events and the like. I wish I could show it on stream, but basically, so when you're looking at an event, um, you've got, instead of the drop downs here for the time,
Mm-hmm.
you've got a line for a start time and a line for an end time, and it says the day and the time. And then when you click on it, then it opens up a modal where, oh, cool, okay, it opens up a modal where at the top is a section divided by in two. On the left side is the start day and time. On the right side is the end day and time. And then when you select one of them, there is it's like a series of rollers. And the farmost left, the leftmost roller is a year, followed by a month, day, and then it goes to hour, minutes, AM, PM. And it's just like a bunch
Okay.
of rollers all in a row. And then you can
Hmm.
select, the end day, and then it's the same rollers. And then there's also like number input down there as well.
Okay.
So that's kind of handy. That's one way to do it. Another way.
So I was used to how Google Calendar does it,
Hmm.
where you like click and drag across the days that you want,
Okay. I kind of like that
and
too.
then yeah, like to me that just seems very intuitive.
What do you do if you need a event to start like February 11th and go until June 18th?
Uh, yeah. So that's a good question. So I guess in that case you would click and drag as well. I guess it doesn't matter because I think there is a way to go into the calendar and update. I don't even know how you do that now. Hang on. So I click and drag. Oh, this is the day, which is not what I want. So click and drag across days, and then you can click on a day. Oh, wow. So basically, if you click on a day, then it'll bring up a mini calendar.
Hmm.
So then you can choose the start day or end day.
Okay.
So that would be useful for like long range commitments or events like you were suggesting.
Yeah.
But otherwise, for short-term events, I think the click and drag makes sense.
Hmm. Okay. I feel like that should be like an extra thing that we'd add on top of the regular default handle all situations
Mhm.
mode of.
So should we do like kind of split this out so we handle like short-term events or like what do you want to call it? Like a short range of events or short
Okay.
duration? I don't know.
Um,
And then we have the long term, which spans multiple months.
okay. So multi-day events within a month And then multi-day events that span many months.
Yeah.
And then client. Okay.
So we could probably start on either of these first.
Yeah.
So then once you're in here, do the, let's see.
So all we really need is some way to set the day for each of these start and end times. So it really,
Yeah.
how do we want it to look? We could do the time tree thing where you like select the year, month, day,
Mhm.
or we could maybe do. It's probably too much to do like a nested calendar selector, right?
Yeah, with this, I think it is.
Should it just be like free text entry? Should should we not even
Hmm.
have these drop downs? Should it just be all text and you just show them the format and they do it?
We could do that.
Hmm.
Hmm.
That'd be annoying for phones though. Not that we're really building this
Yeah.
for phones, but
Let's see. uh, so if we kind of backtrack and we ditch the time component
hmm
and we make that a free form field like you're saying,
hmm
then yeah, I think that would fix, or it would address the spanning multiple months, because then we just do it
right,
in line.
right.
But I feel like it's kind of cheating a little bit. Is that like I feel like we should address it in some kind of intuitive way through the UI,
Yeah.
like by being able to click on a day.
hmm Hmm.
So,
So what other options are there besides the time tree? I wonder if
but I mean,
look
I
at this
it
thing.
could be a good starting.
Yeah.
Make it a free form field, and then we revisit it later. Because I think we could even simplify it a bit more. So like you don't even have to specify the time. You start by specifying the days or the
hmm
dates, and then you can add time uh, if you wanted to.
Right. Well, see, but then again, they've clicked on the day.
Yeah.
So we're kind of taking that right now as like um as I don't know if not really proof, but like we're saying that the user is saying this is the day that I want to add an
Mhm.
event for. So I feel
Yeah.
like the normal regular use case is this is the day.
hmm
So if we make them select the day again, that seems redundant.
Right. So couldn't we just pre-populate that field?
Yeah. Yeah.
Although it seems kind of weird. Like if they click the day, then the start and end time are the same day. I
Why
don't
does that
know.
seem weird?
Yeah, because it's repeating itself.
True. Um
I don't want to overthink it, right? But so okay, so the use case is click a day, then I think we know that there's going to be an event that day,
mhm.
so they should enter in the time.
Yep.
If they click and drag multiple days, then we know that they have an event that spans multiple days, in which case maybe they need a time, but probably not.
Mhm.
So then in that case, we probably could do away with the start and end times.
I think it would I think it'd be okay to have them and just not have them not be used as opposed to not have them and then somebody wants them.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
How about we start with just the generic, like do what time tree does, because I feel like it's
Okay,
pretty intuitive
sure. Yeah, I'm kind of confused as to what they
what it
do.
looks like. I
Yeah,
wanted to show it on here if I could find it.
actually, there was a video.
Yeah, this has nothing
It's
to
a
do
woman
with the app.
holding a
I don't.
baby. Oh, then you
Okay.
have something different.
I don't know why that video is necessary. Um,
Yeah, what the heck? That video has nothing to do with the app. All right, how about we go to like YouTube or something? Or okay, so this guy is actually showing it, sort of. Yeah, I'm actually watching that one right now.
Hey everyone, welcome back.
So like around 4:45 or so.
uh-huh.
Is that kind of what you're?
So blown out, I can't even see. No. So what it looks like, if he'll click on the time ever. Yeah, it's not going to show it. That's too
All
bad.
right.
Um, so I mean, okay, basically it looks like this,
Mm-hmm.
except each of these, instead of being a drop down, I'm looking at it on my phone, so it's like a handy roller where when I swipe down
Right.
on each of these, it's like a rotating thing.
Yep.
It's a little more condensed, and then there's three more of these. Is it three? There's a bunch more, starting with the year, and then once you select a year, then the next one is months, and then
Mm-hmm.
once you select a month, then the next one is day, and then the time.
Okay, so all of those are rolling fields.
Right.
Okay.
So we could do the same thing, but just have drop downs for year,
Yeah,
month.
because I think that might be an iOS thing.
Okay.
I could be wrong,
Mm,
but
I
I feel
think
like
it's
iOS web apps they change drop downs to the dials.
oh, you know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Let me just take a screenshot of this,
Mm-hmm.
send it to myself. Or I'll send it to you.
Okay. To my phone.
Yeah. There you go. And then you can send it back to me in Google Hangouts. Oh, actually, no, I've got it right here. All right, there we go. This is what it looks
All
like.
right. Okay.
So on the left is the start day. On the right here is the end day.
Ah,
And then you can
okay.
change the
Okay, so then you just tap on whichever one you're.
right. And then it does
Okay.
this. It like highlights the hour in green, I think, so it like pops out so you know. It's like the most obvious thing to change, typically,
Mm-hmm.
probably,
Okay.
right?
Hmm. Yeah. Let's go that route.
Okay. All right. So probably don't have time to finish it, but we can at least start.
Yeah. Sure.
Okay. So in here, what did we do? Oh no, it's in the time selector actually. This guy.
So, do you want to maybe try to revisit this time selector component? And instead of doing drop downs, we could try this rolly dial thing.
Yeah, we
Like
could.
we could use swipe.js to maybe build it.
Sure. Swiper?
Is it Swiper?
I think it's Swiper.
Okay, because I think it'd be like super easy to do.
Okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So maybe we'll start with that next time, where we
Yeah.
just use Swiper for this without adding the day, and then we add
Hmm.
the day to it. Okay. Yeah, let's do
Yeah.
that.
So why don't we go ahead and get Swiper installed, and so we can actually access it through Angular, so that way we're ready.
Um, okay.
Oops. Do you remember the name of the Angular component?
I think it's just Swiper, but I'm not sure.
It's NGX Swiper Wrapper.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Wow, they're in version 9? Oh, is that because of Angular 9?
Yes, you are
Are
correct.
are we on Angular 9?
No, we're not.
Are we on 8?
Um,
Or are we still on 7? 7, crap.
ugh.
Okay, so we probably want to update this. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal.
I don't know if we want to go to 9 necessarily. I don't know if I want to turn the stream into just like Angular 9 bug hunting. Maybe we go to 8,
Okay, we could do that.
right? Because I don't want to like do it and then find out half the components don't work or whatever yet.
Yeah. I don't think we're that far along that's going to be an issue. I mean, we can do steps, so we can upgrade to 8 if you want.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think it's just ng update, right?
okay. So well, can't I just change this?
Okay, so you want to? I mean, we could roll that back too. So you just want to do npm install ngx swiper wrapper 721?
Sure. Yeah. Actually, let's do at 721. Oops, 7.2.1. Just like that, right?
Except it should be 1, not 11.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Was that a test?
No, I didn't look after I typed it.
I got you. You're supposed to say yes. Yes, it was.
Okay, so did that update this? It did, but it
Yeah.
says, oh, I don't think we care about that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, theoretically, we've got it.
Yeah.
What does the
So
documentation
that.
say? Import swiper module, swiper config interface.
Really? I don't think we did that, did we?
I don't recall.
I'm going to check real quick. We did not.
Okay.
We just imported the module.
Okay. Do we want to try to put it in, or should we just stop here?
It is 8 o'clock, so my time is done.
Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so I think next stream, I think we could slide this in pretty quickly.
Cool. All right. That's some good progress.
Yeah.
I guess I can commit this, even though there isn't really a lot of anything.
Yeah, you might as well. It's one less thing.
Basically, all we did is install Swiper.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Alrighty.
All right, cool.
Cool. Good stream.